Hello and welcome to Di's Farm. So, here we are at the farmingsimulator.com news and blog posts. So, weather events, previews. The weather will be shifting. Learn more about the following weather report. And don't forget the pre-order Farming Simulator 25 coming November 12th. Yes, it is. And I'm so excited. So let's read more of this. There we go. So I'm going to go through this. I'm going to read this out. So don't forget to get a nice seat ready and get yourself a nice cup of tea or a nice cup of coffee. And we'll go through that in a second. But you can see some wonderful photographs here, some screenshots. I like this particular screenshot. That is looking quite awesome. We've got the ferry there. Yeah, looking really nice. Oops. Looking really nice. And got a little bit of video in there as well, and some more screenshots. These are looking nice. Hail is coming down and bales are closing in. A little bit of water running under the river there, under the bridge. So without further ado, I'm going to show you some of these. And also at the bottom of that, there's the trailer. I'm going to show you some of these, play a little bit of the trailer as well. So I hope you enjoy. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will see you at the end of the video. Bye-bye. In Riverbend Springs and multiple other locations around the world, the weather is predicted to change more often. As we look at the darkening clouds in the sky and listen to the wind and farmers closing in, one can notice clear signs that some weather is on its way. It's an August summer's night. Local farmers and residents are encouraged to take general precautions. But first, learn more in the following weather report, and don't forget the pre-order Farming Simulator 25 coming November 12th on PC, Mac, PS5, Xbox and XS. The twisters in the air, farmers feel it everywhere. On a glory night where the children of tomorrow dream away, farmers might notice the winds changing. We're expecting a light twister to touch down in a few areas. It shouldn't be anything too severe, but it's always wise to take precautions and secure those unroofed bales, just in case. Some hail is also predicted to hit. The good news is, after these brief disturbances, the skies will clear up and we will see the sun shining brightly through once again. This weather event will pass and we'll be back to calm and sunny conditions before you know it. Watch the crops and the trees and the bales. Once the storm passes, local farmers are advised to inspect their fields for any destruction and assess the impact on their crops. While a twister, fans may observe the weather's spectacle from a safe distance. Farmers cannot afford to be careless, as all this weather events bear the potential to destroy any proportion of their crops. In Riverbend Springs, we caught up with a newfound farmer, David, 36, when all of the farmers were running around doing stuff to prepare. I did not think much of it. I'm pretty new to all this, you know. Having learned his lesson, the former white-collar worker lost about half his crops on a rather tiny plot, and all of his bales were left out in the open. Even my shed got damaged, he added, looking rather sad while proclaiming that Mother Nature added insult to injury, relative to the way bigger field sizes and other farmers got off lightly in comparison. Meanwhile, the local lumberjack and forester of Riverbend Springs was not advised to comment while tending to dead trees that were affected by the storm. Some of us carry out essential duties. I must insist you grant me solitude while I tend to my fallen companions, he said in a grumpy tone, before adding, I observed your cameraman indulging in refreshments, and I strongly suggest that you refrain from littering in the forest as you depart. Instead, we got hold of a retired farmer, Walter, who shared his perspective on the recent weather changes. It was good. Weather was always followed by bad weather sooner or later, says a 70-year-old farmer, reflecting on the shifting conditions. Don't know where all that thick fog suddenly come from, don't you know? though brought in the wind of change, so it did. When asked if he had any more farming wisdom to impart about the weather, Walter had a classic reply. Let's take a rain check on that. We'll be revisiting Riverbend Springs in November to see how the weather has impacted the local farming community. Maybe you want to visit yourself and ask the locals some questions.